This sounds art amazing.
So guys, I just put my wig on. I didn't style it or anything. This is one of the wigs that will be in my winter collection. Okay, I'm so excited. I already had pictures taken. There will be a closure version of this and of course a frontal version of this. Yeah, so just did this, and I'm just gonna get myself ready. So yesterday, which was the 29th of October, there's like a huge storm in Atlanta, and it was just crazy. It was just basically crazy. So the cold finally came in, and this is the first time, y'all, I got excited that it was like 50 degrees, because I shop so much for the winter and fall, and it was like in the 70 degrees, which I don't mind, but I was like, I'm ready to wear tennis shoes, I'm ready to wear sneakers, I'm ready to wear sweatpants and just, you know, actually dress for the winter. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just ready to stunt on a post stand. So had to pop the contacts in. I'm going to take some cute selfies. So here we go. So today I'm going to be using this Kiss Pro Touch Drop Foundation. I really have fallen in love with Kiss foundations. I don't know why, but they're just so perfect for my complexion and they last. And I started doing makeup again. It literally just popped up. I didn't think being a makeup artist, like my past would come creeping up. And I'm going to show y'all some clips or whatever. Ooh, let me see that eye. Ooh, yes. Matching. You feeling yourself?
I am, you know, cute.
So yeah. So, and I forgot how fun it was since I was so focused on my hair career. And a lot of people just don't know, like, I do a lot by myself. Like, I do everything. No, I'm like, I don't do everything, but it sounds like I do everything. Because I like to learn a lot of stuff. So just in case I ain't got nobody who's able to do it for me, I could do it on myself. I can finesse, and I feel like my coins really push me to just learn crafts, since college was not really an option for your girl, for your sis. So I got excited doing makeup again. I was like, dang, to be honest, I'm surprised. I feel like I gotten way better though. Yeah, I feel like I gotten so much better than when I was actually doing it as a career, and that made me feel real good or whatever. And people just started reaching out for pictures and stuff, and I was like, oh sis, I ain't even advertised for it. Maybe I should advertise. This little piece of hair get on my nerves. So I might be, but I feel like I'm doing so much focusing on my business right now, where it's just like, I'll just do it here and there if anybody asks, but I don't think I'm gonna go full blown makeup artist and all of that. So today I wanted to I wanted to talk about just how I basically gained control of my emotions since my last breakdown. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about like a depressional update. Now this video is not going to be depressing. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh my gosh, I feel like dying. Because those are not the vibes anymore, to be honest. And how this is the first year where I can say I'm finally getting a grip of my mental health, where my mental is not controlling me, I'm controlling my mental. Okay, y'all? So last year, I'm gonna just give you a little background for anybody. It's the first time watching this video, but last year, oh my god, look how dirty my mirror is. It's so disrespectful. Last year, around August, I had a mental breakdown. It was really, really bad. It was just a lot of stuff going on where I felt like I finally just cracked. I just lost it, y'all. Chop. Why am I dropping everything? Bruh. I felt like this was the first time, like, in a while, like I cracked. And I had my moments and I was still going through it, but like, when I say death was looking at me in my face and death was looking real sexy, it was looking good. I was like, I'm over it, I'm done, peace out, I gotta go, I gotta leave this earth, I gotta go, I gotta leave. It's not for me, it's just not for me. And luckily I was in a place in my life where I met amazing people and built amazing friendships where they actually genuinely care about how I felt. Like, that was the first time I ever reached out to anyone during those circumstances and found the comfort I felt like I needed at that moment. And after that last breakdown, and I really started thinking, really started meditating, and really directing my life, what I mean by that is basically like things that I shouldn't let go, you know, things I should really deal with, people I should really just remove. I don't. I always look for the betterment of the person, and I feel like, you know, I need them. And it's not true. I don't. But it's like I basically have abandonment issues. So this was like the first year of me being content with just removing the people I was so used to having around me, even though knowing it wasn't good for me, and literally doing what was best for me. So the first step I started doing was basically finding reasons to love myself again. Basically, I had to really start looking at myself in such a negative way, and start looking at myself for things I've done that I'm actually proud of, that I dismissed for so long, and really just take time and just be proud of myself instead of knocking myself down for every little thing. I grew up around horrible people that looked like they were in the best interest of me, but deep down inside and towards like the age of 20, 21, they showed me that they actually didn't care for me, wanted the worst for me. They expected the worst for me. And so I started, well, I basically thought like them of myself. And when I realized that, I was like, yeah, I have to change the way I look at myself, because not only am I setting myself back, I'm pushing the people that actually care about me away. Like, for such a long time, it was hard for me to have trust in people and to build friendships. And if you guys, I will be linking all the videos down, but if you guys watch like the video of why me and my best friend is not friends anymore, you will completely understand where I'm coming with this. And for so long, I just felt like everybody was going to do me dirty. So I had to start asking myself real questions. I couldn't put all the blame on the people. I couldn't. I have issues myself. So I had to start looking at myself in a different perspective. Ooh, I think I shifted my context. Yeah, I sure did. And I realized, yo, what about me can I change that I don't like that people might not like either? Because we could point the fingers all day, but remember that you got to point the finger at yourself as well. Because everyone is a participant of your reality. Everybody partakes in whatever is going on in your life, including yourself. So I started stepping myself in third person, looking at myself as if I'm the stranger and I'm just getting to know myself. And that really put a lot of things into perspective for me, because for so long I was just trying to understand like what is wrong with me. Okay, and I realized I'm too tolerant. I realized I love too hard to people who don't love me. When I say I love too hard for people who don't love me, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Like, I was chasing people who didn't care about me, chasing people who just was not interested in what I got going on, never even bothered to see how I was doing in life. And so I had to realize, just because I feel, I gotta learn how to control how I feel, because I feel a lot. And that could be a toxic trait. You can't always over feel and do things that you always feel, because one thing about the heart, as the Bible says, it's treacherous. It will, like when people say follow your heart, don't always follow your heart. If your conscience is telling you one thing, go with your conscience, because your heart can't make like decisions that are substantial most of the time. And that's why a lot of people end up in bad positions in life, because they listen to their heart. And I'm not saying don't listen to your heart at all. I'm just saying there's a lot of things you should, you know, if your conscience telling you something else as well, you might want to look into that. You just want to look into that. And so I just really started realizing that I gave these people permission to do what they do. And at a point in my time, I started being very conversational, and I didn't understand that there's a time to confront and there's a time to just let it go. I couldn't decipher between the two. So whoever was doing anything, I'm running up to you and I'm letting my emotions speak. I'm not even processing what's going on. I'm not even processing, is it worth my time? I'm just ready to square up, y'all. Like, they ain't call your sis nuck if you buck for no reason, you feel me? But I'm not that person anymore, and I'm proud, because it's growth. It is growth. Okay? And one thing I really appreciated over this growth period for me was me taking the initiative to really love myself. And not in a conceited way, not like overdoing it. I mean like genuinely seeing your own worth and putting some respect on it, you feel me? putting some respect on your work, putting respect on what you stand for, and not letting people walk all over you, and not giving reasons to let people walk all over you. I asked myself, I wrote down things I wanted this year, and I basically was like, I want good friends. And I realized for me to receive good friends, I gotta be a good friend. Okay, if I want my friends to call me, I gotta call them. If I want to get this, I gotta do it. I gotta do the first step. Who am I to be waiting hand and foot for somebody else to do it? Who am I? I'm just a mere mortal. Like, you gotta bring yourself and realize, like, you gotta humble yourself to get blessings. You are not high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? And just understanding that, and just enjoying my growth, and not looking at every challenge as in the death of me, but rather looking at the challenges and obstacles in life that I get excited now, because it's like, I've done it before, I'll do it again. And I've gotten really far because I changed the perspective of how I viewed myself. I changed the perspective of how I felt about myself. And because I changed the way I felt about myself, I didn't stop my blessings anymore. One thing I wish people really spoke about is how low self-esteem will block your blessings. Like, it's not a joke. Like, it will. Like, you'll think so lowly of yourself that you don't realize you're your own enemy. And you stop yourself from achieving bigger. Hello?
Thank you so much for having me.
My life, Kijan, because my dad ended up FaceTiming me. So that was a whole conversation for another day. But no, I'm gonna think real forward to figure out where I left off. But I basically finished like putting some purple eyeshadow in the outer corners right here. Just dragging it in there, giving a real fall vibes. But as I was saying, hopefully, I did a lot of soul searching, as some people may call it, but I really went into like meditation mode, really heavy, just so I can get my sanity back, because I just felt like I was out of control. I just felt like I was losing myself for such a long period of time. And when I changed how I viewed myself, everything just started getting